Alright, so today we're going to be talking about Tyrrock and the Blue Wolf. This story is actually a folklore tale from one of my more complex novels that I'm currently in the process of writing, which I made it myself. There's not a whole lot in terms of other artists that I was particularly inspired by for this story, but there was a lot of inspiration within my own artistry through a variety of things that took place this past year. Now, I'm not going to explain all the background of the story and references I made in the short skit because I want to protect sensitive events and detail within the broader story of the novel that I'm currently writing. So basically, prior to when I got the idea for this story, I already had a bit of a background set up within the novel. For instance, I already had Tyrrock's character established among Aelin, Odal, Lorwyn, and basically almost everyone else mentioned in the skit, aside from Baldur. The Blue Wolf was what triggered my inspiration, which originated from a mask I had made in my 3D art class of senior year in high school. You're seeing an image of that mask here. Originally, I created this mask to express several problems I see in the world today, and each color I used on the mask represented something different. I can't really remember what all the colors meant to me in the creation of this mask, but the red cutouts were supposed to resemble innocent blood being spilt in the world. I think the gold eyebrows were supposed to represent greed. The green dot at the center was supposed to represent my will to change some, if not most, of the problems each of these colors expressed. Also, the gray coloration surrounding the green dot was supposed to represent the challenges that I would face to reach my goal of changing certain problems I see in the world today. Lastly, the teal squiggles are meant to express my Norwegian heritage. Now, to clarify some significances about the characters in the story, I'll say this. First things first, we'll start with the characters who spoke in the skit. The young boy, Frober, is a prince and the son of the king who rules in the Northern Kingdom of the Fire Thrones. The Northern Kingdom is one of 8 Fire Thrones. The Northern King is one of 4. There are 3 other kings. One rules in the northeast, another in the east, and the final in the southeast. The second 4 kingdoms are ruled by queens. Frober's mother is, of course, the queen of the Northern Kingdom, Queen Mary. Frober's family name is Berkedsen. The Berkedsens, in the modern era that the novel takes place in, are the toughest and most noble royal family of all the Fire Thrones. However, there was one kingdom and royal bloodline that belonged to a much fiercer people known as the Aronians, but that's as much as I'll say about that. Now, a character named Merrick Berkedsen is mentioned in this story. That character is very significant in the sense that he is a very crucial historical character, so to speak, in the mythical land of the Fire Thrones. The way I have developed his personal story in the novel is somewhat like the Greek myth of Perseus. He is renowned for his accomplishments of fighting monsters and terrible foes sent forth by Aelin, the fallen god of light and fire. He is also said to have been the only mortal to see and face Aelin in single combat. Lastly, I'll go over the other Fire Throne gods. Lorwyn is the goddess of all life within the Fire Thrones, the creator of both man and woman, animal and beast. Freyda is the goddess of all elements and natural produce. Every year when spring comes along, the kings and queens have a ceremony and ask that Freyda bless their crops to produce as much food as possible. The kingdom with the most crops produced by the start of winter determines which king or queen is most favored by the gods. Odal is the god of death and judgment. He decides if you are to spend a lifetime in the spirit world or hell. Tyrrock is the god of war, strength, and wisdom. It is widely believed that Tyrrock watches carefully over the Berkedsen line. He favors their everlasting strength and nobility.